Hello there. So a couple of people asked me about my build, so I decided to make a video. This is something that I use on a daily basis for field bosses, for Gates of Infinity and co-op dungeons, and basically anything that is focused on single target. The build itself is pretty much straightforward. I focus on anything that buffs myself, debuffs enemies, reduces my cooldowns, or basically gives me pure damage. If you need more details, please take a screenshot, read the tooltips yourself. I don't want to go into it in this video. Here are the skills that I take from Greatsword. Here are the skills that I take from Sword. My weapon masteries are as follows. You can take a screenshot, basically damage and cooldown reduction. Here are my weapon mastery in Sword. Passives, you can take a screenshot, read it, and two things that have to be mentioned is that Raging Frenzy is only useful while you have 3 or more targets around you, and Aegis Shield is only useful when you have Sword and Shield as your active weapon. And yeah, okay, now let's go to more important stuff, which is rotation. You want to start fighting with Da Vinci Courage and Great Fury because you want to buff yourself. You want to then debuff enemy with Will Breaker and give yourself attack speed with Gaia Crash. And why this is important? Because if we use Stunning Blow and we shock the target, we can follow up with Death Blow and Guillotine Blade right away. Because with attack speed from Gaia Crash, you will actually be able to use Death Blow and Guillotine Blade in the status duration, in the shocked status duration. But if you stun the target with Stunning Blow, you then can go with Death Blow, but then you have to use Ascending Slash to prone the target and then use Guillotine Blade. Because Guillotine Blade have damage increased against prone and shocked targets, and Death Blow have other statuses also being taken under consideration for the increased damage. We also have Precision Dash, that is great utility skill with Bind Target. If we bind something, we can follow up with Death Blow, and we have Devastating Smash. If we stun someone with it, we can also follow up with Death Blow. We also have Cruel Smite, that is just great DPS skill, and we have Shield Strike that I often swap with Chain Hook or with Strategic Rush based on the situation. If you want to know what skills to use in what exact order, do not really bother with it. I do not. I think that this game has so much different situations that you have to use them accordingly to the situation you are in, and trying to figure out the exact order of all of the skills is not really worth it. It can probably boost you by a couple of persons. I do not really bother with it. Yep, so that would be pretty much about the skills, but I also can share my equipment and stats. With stats, I focused on strength because it gives both damage and health. I would like to have 70 strength, but not in the cost of dexterity and perception, 40 dexterity and 30 perception. Whenever I will have better items and more stats, I will focus on 70 strength, and then I will see how much points I will have left for dexterity and perception. Why strength is important? Because when you have more health, first of all, you can withstand more damage, and you can focus on DPSing instead of trying to survive. And also, you have a passive that gives you more damage based on your max health. That's why with the traits that I have, I focused on max health and skill damage boost. This is not fully traded. I am a free-to-play player, so I do not really have much things fully traded, but wherever I could, I tried to put max health and skill damage boost. And in terms of items, I still have to swap a lot of it because I want to have Juno Bot Greatsword. I also need Field General gauntlets and Field General trousers. I will also swap this ring with Band of Universal Power and this belt with Belt of Bloodlust. So I want to go pretty much as much into DPS as possible. Yep, so that's pretty much it. If you have questions or if you want to share your build or if you think I should change something and it would be more beneficial, then let me know. I hope this helps, and yeah, thanks for watching.